making some lasagna.
So for your lasagna, you're going to need some lasagna noodles that have no boiling required. You're also going to need some provolone cheese, ricotta cheese, chopped onion, marinara sauce, Italian seasoning, ground beef, and chopped garlic. And then we also have this stick of mozzarella cheese for an optional topping. Also, later in the video, we'll be making some garlic bread. So if you want to do this, you can also get some bread, butter, and garlic salt, and that's all you need. So let's get cooking. First is just turn my pan on too high, and I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil. So I'm going to use exactly 1 tablespoon. Just pour that in. So I'm going to spread it around my pan, and I'm going to start sauteing my onion and my garlic. So you're gonna do this for about 1 second, or 30 seconds to about 1 minute. So now our garlic and onions are all sauteed. If a minute wasn't enough for you, then just go until they get lightly browned like this. So now we're going to go over to Sayola, and she's going to start cooking the meat.
So now you're gonna turn your stove on high, and you're going to put in your meat, and I'm only going to make one at a time, and we'll do the other one right after this. Now I'm just moving around all the meat, and it should look like this brown whenever everything's all done, but you have to check and make sure that everything is cooked all the way through. The meat should look like this all the way through. And now we're just gonna cook the last one. Okay, so now we have our meat ready and our onions and garlic. And there are 2 different ways that you can do this. You can either mix everything together and then put it on top of the noodles, or you can do it 1 by 1 layers, so like sauce, then noodles, then cheese, then meat. And for a 11-inch by 9-inch pan, you're only going to need 1 package of meat, and you're not going to need as much stuff as we have here, but we're making 2 11 by 9 inches. So with both techniques, let's get started. Okay, so you're going to start by taking your meat, and since we made 2 packages, I'm just going to take half of this. So now you're going to take half of your onion and garlic, and you're also going to mix that in. And you're going to need a full jar of marinara sauce. You're next going to add in some shredded cheese and some ricotta cheese. So next you're going to add about 2 pinches of Italian seasoning, just for a little extra hint. And then you are going to take your spoon and just start mixing up all of your ingredients. Okay, so your mixer should look a little bit like this. And next we're going to go over to our pan, and we're going to pour a little bit of extra tomato sauce on the bottom. And you're gonna wanna get that all over the pan, and then you can start laying down your noodles. So if you didn't have just enough, you can add a little bit of water. It'll make it better, and you can get more out of your jar. So now you're gonna take your noodles, and you wanna make sure that this is nice and layered, because you don't want anything getting through. So you're just gonna push that up. If you need to break something, just get it done. So now once you've layered it completely nice and well, you're going to add your mixture on top. And whenever you put the noodles down on top of this, you don't need to layer it as much. And once you put all your mixture down and your noodles down, you're just gonna repeat this step. Now you're going to turn your oven on to 350 degrees. While Lena is making hers, our oven will preheat and then we can put our lasagna in.
Okay, so once again, I'm just gonna start with putting a little bit of tomato sauce at the bottom of my pan. I'm just gonna get a little bit of water in this again just to make it. So once again, I'm just going to add my noodles in, nice and layered. And I'm just gonna break this one in half, or into many pieces for the sides here. Okay, so after I have it all nice and layered, it doesn't matter what order you go in, but I'm going to start with my ricotta cheese. And I'm just going to spread this on. So you're only gonna use about half of what you have now because we're gonna make this a 2-layer lasagna. Okay, so now my lasagna is all done, and what we're gonna do is just pop these in the oven.
We're just gonna put our lasagna in the oven. In for 40 to 50 minutes or until they look done.
Okay, so now we're just gonna start making our garlic bread. So the first step is to turn your pan on high, and we're just going to melt our butter. Right, so while our butter is melting over here, we are just going to start cutting up this lovely baguette that we have.
So you can have a baguette, some just plain bread, you just need bread to make garlic bread. Okay, so now you're gonna turn off your stove, take your melted butter, and just paint it on your bread.
So after your garlic bread is all nice and buttery, you're just going to take some of your garlic salt and just pour it all to taste on your garlic bread. We're just popping these all in the toaster. So now we're just going to be taking our lasagna out of the oven. So 2 minutes before our lasagna was done, we just put our topping cheese in there. And right now we're just gonna pull them off and set them around our cooling rack.
This is our finishing lasagna. You're gonna want to let this cool for 5 to 10 minutes and then it's all ready to eat.
And of course we have our beautiful toasted garlic bread. So just enjoy the eating.